Let me guess. You started taking pottery classes at your local studio, you fell in love with it, and now you want to set up your own home studio. But the problem is you have limited space, you live in a small apartment, you have a corner in a garage somewhere, so you can't really have all of the amenities that you would at your studio. What I'm going to walk you through today is a really simple build. It takes about 20 to 30 minutes and requires really just one 5-gallon bucket and a couple accessory buckets, either another 5-gallon or 3.5-gallon. I will share with you at the end my experience using it, because I have been using it now for a couple of weeks and it works really great. I have no issues with it other than like one thing about it. Maybe I haven't been using it long enough, but we'll talk about that at the end. This build comes from the Clay Warehouse, and they have a whole blog post that I'll post up on screen, but they walk you through all of the written instructions, so if you want to go check that out and read that, that'll be linked down below. But otherwise, yeah, just follow this video. The first half of the video really is just me showing you all of the different parts. Really, that's kind of for people like me that need a visual of what everything looks like, and then I get into the build at the second half. It'll be really quick. Again, it takes about 20 to 30 minutes. So let's get into it. At the end, we'll talk about what I think I would probably change about it. But let's get to it. Got a 5-gallon bucket with the lid. Got a 3.5-gallon bucket. This is a 1" by 3/8" insert. That called for a 3/4", and that, I don't know, it didn't fit when I was at Home Depot, so I ended up getting this one and it fits. I got a 3/4" elbow. This one does not have any threads inside of it. We've got a 3/4" male adapter. And then we have another elbow, and this one has threads in here. No threads here. So that'll screw in here. So we'll use that later. Next up we've got this, it's a tailpiece sink, 1.5 by 12 inches. So it's got this, like, one end is flush, the other end has this flared piece. I am not a huge, like, handyman or anything, so this is all new for me. If you don't have experience, that is okay. We've got this sink adapter, a sink strainer basket assembly. Anyways, I will put the items in the description. But anyways, this sink assembly, at the end you have this brass piece with a plastic piece on the inside. So that is what's going to go on that flared piece there. It'll sit inside like that. Oop. So that's that piece. The other piece is right here, so you can twist this off, and then it's got this rubber gasket there. I didn't have the drill bits to make a hole, so I bought them. This is a 3.5" and a 1 1/8" PVC pipe. Normally they come in 10 feet long, but they actually had some pre-cut ones at Home Depot. But this is also 3/4 inches, and you can see it right there. But we only need 3 inches worth, because it's going to sit inside, and this piece will be going down right down the middle, so we don't want to block it. And then just a set of O-rings. So we'll see which one we need. But yeah. Some vinyl tubing. The one I got was, this one's 5/8 outer diameter and a 1/2" inner diameter. Okay. So we start off, and we're gonna go slow. Oh, all right, got a hole. Perfect. There's this piece of cardboard. Throw that away. So we're gonna slip this here and put this gasket on first. And oops, screw this up. I think that's as far as I can get it with my hands. So we can then grab our flanged piece. We've got the brass piece that came with this guy, this assembly. There's that plastic bit. Just pop that on top of our PVC pipe. It's my dog. I'm gonna lay this flanged piece up against our drain hole. Slide that over. That's enough, buddy. That's enough. I'm gonna screw that on. Cool, look at that. Pretty much halfway there. Alright, so I don't have anything specific to get rid of one of these rings, so I'm just gonna kind of be a savage with it and do this. Oh, actually. Hey. That works really well, actually. Better than I thought it would. And we should be okay. And again, we want to go slow. Oops. Elbows. Remember, one has threads, one doesn't, and they are 3/4 inch along with our male adapter. I don't know, let me just grab one of these. This is a 1 1/16 outer diameter, 7/8 inner. Yeah, that fits. Cool. Whatever. This one. It's a little bit thicker, actually. Same inner diameter, but the outside is 1 1/8. And it just looks thicker, so I feel like that'd probably be better. Grab our threaded one. So what we're going to do is stick this guy in here from the inside. And so that's what that O-ring is for, to get a nice seal. So we're going to twist, twist, twist. Cool. It's nice and snug. That is right there. Cool. That does come off easy. I guess you just... Oh wow. lot easier. Let's stuff that guy nice and tight. And then I'm grabbing the other elbow, the one without threads. I'm gonna stuff that in here. Okay. There we go. So, oh my god. Alright. That's just gonna get stuffed in there. Here. But, I don't know, like something about right here, I guess. There we go. So, in theory, we have another bucket here, and it goes up in here. Alright, so this is the system. Let me walk through what I would probably change. This is sitting right next to my wheel right here, and normally I don't have it there right now, but I have been keeping a mop bucket down here. I haven't used it enough for it to overflow, so right now I'm not too worried about not having a bucket. I have it propped up just because it just felt like there was more room that way. So the thing that I would change, you have this top bucket system, and in theory what you would do is you would dump your clay in here, and I have, as you can see, and when you dump like your water and your slop, I found that it's just kind of a hassle to like push that through, and I thought if I have a lot of it, it might clog up that pipe, which is that one. So I understand what the point of it is, just so you can throw your stuff in there and everything kind of goes down here. But honestly, I would probably just get rid of this and literally just have the lid covering it when I'm not using it. And then when I do throw, just keep it open and then just dump the stuff straight into here. And you have the overflow pipe there anyways, it's still going to do its job. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we'll see once I use the system a little bit longer. But yeah, those are my thoughts about the system. I think it works awesome if you have very limited space. I mean, it's just right here in the corner. I would probably, if I had a little bit more room, I would probably go with like a utility sink setup where you have the pipe coming up through the sink, and I'll have a picture of that. I sketched it out. But, you know, that takes a lot more room. So this works. You know, if you have very little space, I think this is a great option, and then later you can always upgrade. You know, it's relatively cheap, I think, in total. You know, if you have some supplies, it might be cheaper, but in total it ended up being about $95-ish for me. So yeah, it's super approachable, super easy. I don't do projects like this all the time, and I managed fine. But yeah, give it a shot. Let me know what you think, and catch you on the next one. Peace.